the YouTube, like, are any of them rolling yet?
Yep.
Good to go?
Yep.
All right. Have to be whey protein because, or greens, probably whey protein to be honest. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, like I always think that you need to be having. It's an easy way to get protein in, obviously. So yeah, just keep it simple.
All right. Who's your whole path?
What's a whole pass?
So it's usually when you're in a relationship, like your partner would let you sleep with, it's usually a celebrity.
Ah, fuck. Hall pass is the name of it. See, I don't know who asked me these things either. So I want to keep it a little surprise, like my other questions that I do. Hall pass. Angelina in her prime, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Next question. You said you got heaps, so I don't want to dwell on too much.
Yeah. What's on the top of your bucket list?
Compete in Mr. Olympia, of course. It's always been a dream ever since I was 17. So, yeah, why not?
How many squats can you do with Nick on your shoulders? Should we record that?
He's pretty light. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Do you think PEDs contribute to premature hair loss?
Yeah, for sure. It's probably like a half stab at me. Especially I'm actually alone tonight too, so it's a bit of a half stab. Yeah, no, it does. Like, and I think in that regard, you know, for me, it was always going to happen genetically anyway. So it kind of brought it on quicker than it was meant to. So it is what it is.
If you could be a fly on the wall, who are you listening in on?
Fuck, where are they coming up with this shit? And it's actually a lot hard to answer this because at least I guess I feel like I'm a bit of a time limit. I can't sit here and kind of dwell on it. It'd have to be like Area 52 or something. I mean, all that shit. Like, I like all like really getting into like World War II and all that kind of stuff. So if I think of like something I want to be a fly on the wall for, something like Area 52, get some secret shit.
What's one thing you wish existed but currently doesn't?
What's one thing? Say that again.
One thing you wish existed but currently doesn't. I'm going to write it down and make money.
Say it again.
One thing you wish existed but
Yeah.
currently doesn't. Maybe something that would make your life easier.
Something I wish existed. I'm happy with everything that's going on in life. Just more money. Simple as that.
A money tree.
A money tree. Yeah, simple. You know, but yeah, I think I'm content with everything that's going on in my life right now. I'm happy with the challenge of it. So yeah, money tree would be fucking a lot easier for me. Money doesn't make you happy, but makes your life easier. But yeah, keep going.
Would you prefer to fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized horses. Ducks are more aggressive than a horse for how big they are.
What scares you and why?
What scares me and why? Growing older. It's scary, but it builds intensity, so it makes you push harder. But growing older is a realization for me, and knowing that Naya's going to have a fucking boyfriend one day and all that stuff, you know, like it's just different transitions of life, and yeah, scary but exciting.
If you could ask Alfie a question, what would you ask?
He was a good boy. Yeah.
Alright. You can invite 3 people to dinner, dead or alive. Who are they?
You'd have to say 3 people dead or alive. Tony Robbins. Ronnie Coleman. And Tupac. If I had to go to dinner with 3 people, because I reckon all those 3 could somewhat relate somehow too.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment. I think you always cringe when you see like a Facebook memory from like 2008 about your old fucking status that you put up. What's 2010? And you sit there and you're like, fuck, yeah. Thank God you don't like people don't get to see that. Like you can choose to reshare that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I always reshare the embarrassment.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Hardest and easiest thing to give up.
Giving up night of daycare. Easiest thing to give up. Drinking and partying. Yeah.
What's the wildest thing you've ever done?
That makes me feel really boring when someone asks me that. Because I'm actually pretty fucking boring. The wildest thing I've ever done. I don't think of any of this shit. What's the wildest thing I've ever done? I'll get back to that one. Keep going.
Alright. Well, we all know Nick likes Nickelback. Do you have an embarrassing song that you don't want to admit that you like?
Well, as if I'm ever going to admit to it. I remember I was driving Kathy's car last year, and there was a white I-30 hatchback, and so me, I drive around that big dude. I ran out to the post office, check post. I leave the car running. It was like 6 in the morning. Get the post, come back. The Bluetooth disconnected to the car. Went to the CD that was in Kathy's car, which is Madonna's greatest hits. So it was like me running across the parking lot, car door open, Madonna's blaring out an I-30. Not a good look, Yeah. Next.
What fictional character do you relate to the most?
I think everyone knows what I'm going to say. Trying to think if it's like a trick question. Do a couple more. You said we got heaps, eh?
Yeah.
Just do a couple more. Do.
All right. What's
I'll do 3 more. I'll do 3 more.
What's something that sounds like a compliment but is actually an insult?
You're looking leaner.
All right. Chewing gum. If it's 10 calories, is that just chewing or swallowing?
Seriously. What the fuck do you gotta sit on? Swallowing.
All right, we'll wrap it up with
Yeah.
what's your best joke?
Fuck. My best joke. Don't really have a joke. Sorry, so be the buzzkill. You can give me one more actually if you want, but I kind of tell stories where I laugh at myself, so maybe I'm calling myself the jokes, but I tell people stuff.
Well, there was one, it was aimed at both you and Nick. Someone asked if either of you had a root in your office and tell us where not to sit. Was that?
What? No. No. We should post whoever asked that one. Yeah, okay. All good. IG Live. Question and answer was short tonight. Next week we'll have Nick on board. Until next time. Thank you, baby.